Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave, episode 56. So the other day I was at a local thrift shop. They were having their 50% off everything sale. And, I was there picking up a bunch of stuff. And, in the past I used to find a lot of things. Like I found a lot of my Atari games. And I'm talking way in the past. And I just don't see them anymore. And usually when you do, they're either overpriced or they put them behind a showcase or up for auction. But in most cases, you just don't find them anymore. I mean, retro video games are getting harder and harder to find. The other thing is, like, even not just the actual games, but the systems and stuff. Usually when you find them, again, they either overprice them and stuff like that. But I actually somehow just stumbled upon something that I grabbed immediately when I saw it. And that was a plug and play, and that's the Miss Pac-Man plug and play, to be exact. I've always been fascinated by these. I do have one that's like an Activision one that plays a lot of the old Atari Activision classics. But this one is like the arcade stuff, and the cool thing about this is it's the actual arcade stick feel. Like it actually feels like you're playing an arcade, and it's got the big button and some pretty good weight to it. And it was very cheap. I mean, I've always seen these things in the store brand new. Not so much recently, but I've seen them in the past, a lot of them, and they were quite expensive. Well, not too expensive, but, 20, 30 bucks on average. And I always just kind of pass them up thinking, what do I need that for? I have all the other systems. I have this, I have that. It's an emulator. But this one, it was sitting there, and it was, well, at first I'm like, well, it's 50% off day, so who knows how much it is, but I grabbed it anyways, and it was only like $4.99. I'm like, I would have paid $4.99 for this thing, but I got it at, half that, so $2.50-ish, and, my only concern was, did it work, and I got home after I bought it, and sure enough, the power button came on, so whoever donated this obviously left the batteries in there, and they're nice, good, clean batteries. So past that first point and that first check, so now I just need to play some games on this, see if it works. Hopefully, I'm going to plug it into my TV and hope it works, and then see what happens. So yeah, let's try it. Okay, let's give this guy a try. Well, so far looks like something's happening. Hey, it works. Sweet. Okay, let's see. We got Miss Pac-Man. Blah, blah, blah. What is that? Oh, Cevius. Okay, I can't read that font. Didn't really play that game. Galaga. And Mappy. So let's start with Miss Pac-Man, just because. Oh, there we go. Looks good. Blinky. I've always liked Pac-Man. I don't know. I'm okay at it. Let's give it a shot. I like the sound. It sounds just like the arcade. That's a good start. Actually, this feels a lot like the arcade. I mean, this controller and everything, it's quite impressive what they've done with this. Sounds are great. I mean, it's Pac-Man. It's Miss Pac-Man, that is. But still, oops. Quite impressed by this. I like the feel of the controller. It's like playing a real arcade cabinet kind of feel. Really comfortable feel to it. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Quit. I like it kind of has a pause button too. Pac-Man normally wouldn't give you a pause button. I've heard this one's pretty good. Pole position. And from what I understand, you have to turn the joystick not in a traditional way, but actually twist it, or I don't know what you want to say. You're not exactly using it like a normal joystick. Let's try it. Prepare to qualify. Yep. Well, this is a little bit weird. I'm not used to this kind of control. My natural instinct would be to want to actually turn the joystick itself, but twisting it's kind of weird. But it actually feels pretty good. I mean, once you get used to it, it's sort of like using the paddle controllers on the old Atari. Sounds great. And this is pretty good. See what happens when you crash. Oh. Oh. Let's crash. Cool. That was fun. Not a bad interpretation of pole position. Okay, let's see what else we got going on here. Let's quit. See views. Not familiar with this game. I didn't really play it. I don't know why, but some of these kind of games didn't interest me too much. The spaceship style, airplane style. I did play some. Did that video not too long ago about airplane games. You know, this would be similar. Definitely has that arcade feel to it. I don't know if there's anything else I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just shooting at these things. I'll just keep going. Alright. Well, seeing what that is. Let's quit that one. Yes. Lots of fun music on that one. Again, this is more of that space style game I didn't really play too much of. I really wish there was a rapid fire button. Cool nonetheless. Oh. Always like, you know, these games where they just take a simple game like Space Invaders and make it like it's on crack or something. Whoa. Okay, let's try, I think there's one more. Mappy. I don't know if I've ever played Mappy, to be honest with you. Probably seen people do a video of it, but... Oh, jeez. Kind of cartoon feel to it. I don't know what to do. I guess I have to... Oh, okay. I'm kind of seeing what I... Oh. I would have actually gotten into this game if I had this when I was a kid. Kind of reminds me of a Commodore 64 game called Hard Hat Mac. I should actually do that video. That's a fun game too. Oh. I don't really know what I'm doing. I mean, the sound is great overall. this is a pretty good machine. Actually quite like this. So yeah, that was actually pretty cool. I'm actually surprised at this, and I like how it feels. I like the weight of it. I really like that twisty. Like I was trying to explain it, but it was weird. But to play pole position, you actually twist it like this, like a steering wheel, not turn it or crank it or whatever you call it when you're. So that was a little bit weird, but it was interesting at the same time. You know, I think it was pretty innovative. And, you know, they could have just made it that you just did this. I mean, the actual arcade, usually the pole position, I believe they all had a steering wheel. So I guess they wanted to replicate that feel. But overall, I mean, the sound was great. It didn't seem like it was really simulated or anything like that. You know, I would definitely say that this was a really good pickup. Now, my intention when I first bought this was, you know, maybe I might not keep it. Maybe I'll just, you know, sell it. It's, you know, I know these things do sell quite well. But now I'm like really debating that because I really kind of enjoyed this and it would look cool in my man cave. So, you know, it was $2.50 investment, and I think I might just keep this guy because this is pretty cool. I'm always on the lookout for these types of things when I'm out there in the stores, but very rare do I ever see them. And actually, I remember seeing one in another thrift shop, and they did have it in the auction case. And I don't know if it was this exact one. I think it was just the regular Pac-Man one. And I know they were asking, or the auction was already up to about $25, and it still had a few more days to go or something. So, I mean, I was very lucky that this one was just kind of sitting out in the loose, in the wild, as they say, on the shelf. And yeah, I mean, this is a really good find. I definitely would grab more if I see them. And I know there's Atari ones, and there's, you know, there's a few other ones. Like I said, I have the Activision one, which is pretty good. The thing is, it's like anything else with the portables, and I know I've done a video on the handhelds and all that stuff. You can get too many of them, and then it can just, you know, take up space. So you got to be careful with what you buy, and, you know, like with what I got all back here, I started to have to, you know, purge some stuff because you just can't have everything in your man cave, right? I mean, I only have a small space, so what's the point in having all this stuff just in boxes, right? So this might be something I might take around with me and you know, use it on the road. Who knows? Anyways, hope you liked the video. Let me know what you think of it, or if you had these things, or if you buy them, or if you would buy them, and what your opinion is on them, because I think they're pretty cool. Anyways, hope you subscribe. Talk to you later.